Welcome to Restorative Yoga. Go ahead and get your bolster and your block or a book and really fit book and a couch pillow, front couch pillow, maybe even some rolled up towels or rolled up blanket. Before you get started, feel free to pause this video. We're going to start in child's pose. Put the block underneath your bolster. Play around with it. You may have to put it lengthwise. For me, it works that way. For you, it may not. So just play around with it. Bring the knees on either side of the table or make more space between the knees. You can bring your hands like this or like this. Bring the bolster up to you. Turn your head to the right for the neck stretch. And just allow your seat to just come back, come back, come back. As far back as it'll go. Toward whatever surface you're on. Table, floor, your mat. And just inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. 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 Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the opposite side. Allow your jaw to relax. And if you need to, if there's too much pressure on the tops of your feet, feel free to roll up a blanket and put it under the bend of your knees to give you some cushion. Or maybe put it underneath the feet also. Bringing your hands underneath the shoulders, inhale yourself up slowly. Go ahead and turn your head from side to side since we were in that position for a minute. From there, go ahead and sit down, bring the feet together. We're going to bring the bolster on the inside or couch pillow, whatever you have. We're going to stand it up. So make sure the block looks like this or the book. And just allow yourself, you can hug it this way. If you can, bring yourself completely down, great. If not, that's okay. You can also bring the block closer in and just hug it or place your arms on it. Nice way to stretch your inner thighs. You can also put a block underneath if it's too much of a stretch. And when I say underneath, put it underneath the thigh over here and on the other side. Bringing your back as flat as you can. And with each exhale, allow your body to get closer and closer to the bolster. Breathe into the inner thighs and breathe into the low back. And again, inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the other side. See if there's a difference. Are you able to turn your head more one side than the other? Allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to relax. And your back to lengthen on each inhale and flatten on each exhale. Feel the space you're creating in your glutes, which is your seat. One more breath. Inhale yourself up ever so slowly using your hands Ah, feels good to do this after a long, whether you had a long day at work or a short day at work or just stressful, crazy days. Just nice to do this, right? Okay, so from there, let's go ahead and put our bolster behind us. Bring in the block width side up, so like this. Bending the left knee and allowing the foot to meet into the inner thigh, keeping the right leg straight. Allow that low back to relax. You've stretched it well. If there's a space, like if your back is curving, you can put a block there. Your arms, as I like to do, depending on the pose, or just a rolled up towel there. That way there's something cushioning. But really try to allow your back to flatten, and as it does, take it away. Palms on the surface or onto ground. Breathe into that tummy and then the chest, and then allow everything to release. Keeping your jaw softened, your eyes softened or closed, shoulders, allow them to drop back. Inhale. Exhale, switch, bending the right knee, bringing it to the side, and bringing the right foot inside the left thigh, keeping the left leg straight now. Okay. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten that right leg. Inhale yourself up using your arms and your hands slowly. What we're going to do, we're going to just use the bolster now. You can get rid of the block or book. Okay, we're going to extend the left leg, keeping the right leg bent. We're going to slide the bolster down. And keeping the right knee bent. Should look just like this. Take that block you just got rid of, put it underneath your hip for support. Arm out, stretched. You can bring your arm out this way. Ooh, yeah, I needed that. Nice pec stretch. If you want to lengthen, you can bring it out above your head like this. Whatever speaks to you. If this is a stretch for you, just bring your arm beside you, but behind your back, you can do that as well. Whatever calls to you. Play around with it. Bringing it to the side. Reach like you're trying to grab something from the wall, whatever's to the side of you, and then bring it down. Bring the back leg that straight back. If you can, if you dare, bend it, and then you have a nice quad stretch. And then slowly release and straighten. Let's see how that feels. Let's play. Let's see how this feels if we keep this bent. And we're holding our foot like this. Just like this. See if we can bring it back. If we feel called to. Otherwise, you can just bring your arm over your head. I'm just having fun with it. Never tried this before, so why not? Just be careful of your knee. If your knee starts to pull, bring it back down. And now you're stretching your pecs and your quad at the same time. And exhale, release. And we're going to switch other side. Bring it down. Bend the left knee. Let the block support you. See what your body needs. And notice the difference on the sides. Can you go out further on the left than you did the right? If your arm's above your head, can you lengthen further? Nice pec stretch and nice little twist. if you want to play, go ahead and clasp the left foot, top of the left foot, right foot, Nice quad stretch. Just be aware of the knee. And slowly release. Now clasp the top of the left foot. If you feel cold, see what your body needs. Maybe even point your foot that's down. That way you can stretch the back of the leg. Exhale, release the foot. Bend the knees. Inhale yourself up. Use this hand to bring yourself up to a seat. All right, we're just going to keep on going. Bring the bolster on top of your legs. Legs together. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and allow yourself to go forward. If you need a block, you can put it on top to support your head. But if this feels good, leave it the way it is. Point your toes to you. If you feel called, you should feel that stretch all the way to your seat. Allow your thighs to relax onto the surface you're on. If your knees stay bent and there's space between your knees and the surface you're on, then roll up a blanket or a towel, put it underneath your knees for support. If there's enough space to put a block under each knee, you can do that. Inhale yourself up. Keeping the body slightly curled, roll, 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 and straighten. Very good. Okay, we're going to get rid of the block. We're going to put the bolster behind us. And then we're going to bring the feet together again, one knee on one side, separating it from the other knee. So like you were before, this is also known as reclined butterfly. We're going to come down one vertebrae at a time. You can bring your arms into goalposts. You can bring your arms out into a T, palms facing the ceiling. You can bring your arms above you if you want to lengthen, or you can bring your arms right beside you. Hands underneath your knees. Again, if there's a lot of space, put blocks underneath your knees. If your journey is a little bit different, you can always take the block like we did before and put it underneath the bolster. That way you're at an angle instead of like this. If your back is talking to you, that may be a good way to go for you. Allow your jaw to relax, shoulders to drop back and down from your ears. And when you're ready, exhale, slowly straighten the legs. So that way you're now in elevated Shavasana, also known as corpse pose. If you feel like your knees are levitating, roll up a blanket and put it underneath your knees. If you're cold, you can take a blanket and put it over you as well. And since we're doing this in the evening, let's just bend the knees. Do some windshield wipers with them. Wake up the low back a little bit. And then lay on the left side, taking the bolster completely away now. Use your arm as a pillow. And when you're ready, come to a seat. Good time to go to bed. Thank you so much for joining me on this 30-minute restorative yoga journey.